Hello, this is a game played on Foxy where white won by half a point, and actually there were several missed opportunities by black, like killing the top left, lower left corner. Also, when black killed the top right corner, black didn't need to play another move inside. So let's dive into the game and see what could have been done better. So we have a diagonal Fuseki, very good to approach the top left corner, especially coming from d4. It's also okay to play the low approach, but nothing wrong with the high approach. Usually when black plays the low approach and white defends, black doesn't have to do anything locally, so black can attack also the lower right corner. But on this move, when white reacts, black has to continue locally. So block, pull back, connect. Hanging connection is an option too. So when white extends in the top, black doesn't always finish the Joseki with this move. Black can play the peep, like AlphaGo to keep Sente, then attack the other corner. Anyway, connect solid is fine. Then usually white is supposed to extend one space jump. So this G17 is a little bit overstretched, and this actually leaves Aji. Black will finish the Joseki for now, that's a good decision. But later on, black can use this attach and pull back to create some Aji in the corner, or play D16, or think about the Hane to fight when fighting a Ko as Ko threats, or just create the nose Tetsuji opportunity. So there's a lot of Aji in the top left corner because of this one line overstretch extension. So that's not necessarily towards white's advantage. Now white played a big point, but actually for white it's much bigger to approach f3 and then extend back to limit the moe on the left side. This O4 it's also a good move, preventing the press at q4. So usually that's the common shimari white plays from his Sansan. Now black plays a tight move at r14, but black can go all the way to r10. Because for white it's quite nice to extend around r10, q10 from his shimari. So when black played r14, white can either go r10 directly. Of course white can still extend or approach f3 and then extend back or jump Sansan. Also white can play the shoulder hit q13 and then jump to q11, so still going for a nice moe on the right side, but in a more active way. Playing O17 is not the biggest move for white, and also it feels like white it's already one step behind because black already defended r14. So if black just plays q18, black encloses the corner, and this O17 needs an extension for a base like L16 or L17. L17 would be flat, too many stones on the third line, so white will step up to the fourth line here, but black is centered, so black can play f3 to prevent being approached here. M3 is another option to be more active and threatening the P3 approach, or simply extend on the right side, R9 for example. So this will prevent white's extension at R10. Therefore, for white it wasn't so large to play O17. Yeah, black can also play this pincer, it's a fine option. But in this case, white should attach in the top. And this is a way to fix the corner right away. Now white can decide whether to connect under or take the cornerstone in order to live in the corner. This is a Joseki where white discards the top stone but captures the corner, and well, black goes for the outside, it's kind of forced to do that, but later on white also has the Hane at a15 to cut black stones. So white should consider this variation, but white decided to play a counter pincer, so this way white puts more emphasis on the top development. But here, black can double up or q18. It's more interesting to secure the corner like this, because that was supposed to be white's good move to settle, or q18, than to save the m17 stone. M17 anyway is not in danger because both m17 and o17 are quite weak here, and it's hard to say which is weaker actually. So when white comes out, black goes out also, white jumps, black nobi, and then black can think about the connection underneath or simply jump out. So white's group is still on the run, therefore black is not weak, and this way black already got the corner. So playing the jump, this still allows white do something in the top right corner. So white invades the Sansan, that's a good decision. Now the thing is, black is not going to build so much on the outside. This is fine. Never push, always block, and then keep the idea of playing Hane to kill. So when black blocks, white needs another move to defend. But the thing is, black played this jump to go for the outside, so black got this box, but lost everything in the corner. So if we go back a few moves at this stage, and we play Q17 or Q18, this will keep the corner for black, and on the outside, the two stones are still both running, so white is not going to build too much because he's busy running out. So this is more profitable and effective for black. Also, black can think about Kosumi, but it's the same kind of situation. White will live in the corner, and black actually takes more profit on the outside, and there's also the cutting point RG left behind. So black jumps, then here black pushed and then block. Playing the push and then block, this already gives life, so white doesn't have to defend the corner anymore, and white can just play a big point, which he did. K3 is quite large. So this exchange, push, it was Ajikeshi, and also removes black liberty. So better block. If white plays away again, black is not going to push, then Hane, then try to kill like this. Actually, the Tesuji is S19, then connect, but it's not working to kill. He's just endgame to catch one stone. So white can play away. But if this happens, black and Hane first line, then Hane again, and now just kill because it's the L formation, the L group. So the push was a thank you move. Now white could play away. Black extends, this is pretty nice. White defends, black goes back. This is a kind of situation where black can jump out in order to make the box bigger. But this is safer. Q10, it's a move to prevent the invasion. White approaches here is the last large open place on the board. The invasion needs a bit too much. Simply defend first and later come at h3. White will probably protect against this, so slide and then come back to h4. But now black is center, so black can put some pressure in the top. A combination of Tsuke and so on. Then black needs to play some moves to reduce the bottom. For example, this kind of move. Next, black can come inside at L4. So white might defend, then extend back. So black is going for a nice center. Now here, after black invades, white was supposed to jump out, threatening to enter the left side, and then cover with a Kosumi. Then black has to play a Kosumi Tsuke like this, and try to find other ways to use this Aji. For example, approach like this, and then cover in order to go for the left side, but give up the h3 stone. Now when white comes out this way, black should actually attach, cover, try to connect his stones. If white simply pushes like this and decides to connect under, the wall is excellent for black. So black gets a very nice potential on the left side, also with the middle side extension in place. It's really nice. So in this case, h3, which was an overplay, went unpunished. And when this happens, white is supposed to capture the stone like this also, or solid, because otherwise black has more follow-up here. So for example, white jumps again in the middle, black can cut. Now when white tries this move, black will just Atari and Atari again, so in the end white is very painful. And if white captures the stone, black will Atari and break the bottom. Now white has to leave also, and black can come inside a little more. This is again painful for white, because white was supposed to have a big moyo, and now it's kind of trashed. So black jumps, white goes in the corner, black separates. Here white should push first, then Hane, and jump, so destroy more on the left side. This way black can even change his mind, let white connect on the bottom, then cover like this, because for black it's still more important to make this box. So black separates. Oh, that jump is too much. Normally here, white should play Keima. The problem with the jump is that black can push and cut. Now when white lives in the corner like this, black captures a stone in a ladder or simply nobi, but the ladder works. And then white has to come back and play another move to leave. Otherwise it's a basic tsumego. So let's say white plays away. Black has b1, then descend, and in this case it's a co-fight to kill the corner. And if white plays in the corner at a1, black goes Atari. If white connects, black captures, and there is no way to approach from the outside because it's a self Atari. So white is forced to fight the ko. And if white captures here, black takes this ko, and again it's a ko because there is only one eye at b1. So white again has to fight the ko to survive. Therefore that's painful. And if white captures a stone on the outside, black will take the corner, and this Ponuki on the outside still needs a move to stay safe. Otherwise, black will put pressure with this key point. So black should use the cuts in his favor, which means push, and there are two cuts, cut on the outside, give up that stone, take the corner. If black cuts in the corner, white takes the stone, and when black cuts on the outside, white is already alive, so this will result in gote for black. But if cut on the outside and white wants to live in the corner, white needs to play another move. So that's the right way. White did well to play this move because if white pushes, then black will push, cut, and then go out. And again, white has to come back to prevent the call. So this was good for white in the end. This pip is not necessary. There is other aji here, for example, go down and then attach. Therefore, the pip it's aji keshi, it's a thank you move. Black connects, and when white tries this move, it doesn't work to connect under anymore. So white is ruining his own aji with that move. The double hane doesn't work here, especially now that white has a stone at k17. So all black can do is pull back or play this move and then pull back. Or think about a combination of shoulder hit, then push, then hane, atari, and then connect. But this can wait actually. So tsuke one time, white answered, and then black can leave the position like this and use this kind of move to pull back as a co-threat later on. Because for white it's not so interesting to catch a stone here. That was anyway a kikashi, so black played this exchange, white answered, then when white comes back and captures the stone, it's slow. So in this case, black just wins tempo to play another big point. Therefore, one tsuke was okay. Black can also play this move in sente and leave the position like this. So this was a little bit rushed. Especially now that when white has a stone at k17, it's difficult to use the no Tetsuji right away. White will just hane under, then connect. But actually, well, sacrificing the top, black still gets to surround the middle. So playing a jump like this wasn't that spectacular. No Tetsuji is the move, and pull back. If white plays here, then attach. There is no need to play a move around g14 because anyway, if white tries that, black will separate. So that was a little bit soft. This keima is nice because it increases the bottom and decreases the left side. So for black was more interesting to play this move, in which case white will probably answer here. Otherwise, black simply extends and the bottom gets reduced significantly. So keima, jump to build the center. That's a nice idea. Double hane may be a bit too much. White can turn and then there are lots of cutting points. So here, just nobi. And if white pushes again, jump from the right side. If white plays on the right, turn. Now here, black can cut first. White connects, black connects, white needs to take a stone, atari from behind, and then this was all sente. And these are, oops, also sente moves. And let's see here, attach. Attach is a good move because if white cuts, black cuts, atari from behind, and gets into the middle. So white actually has to pull back or just block. But oops, on the block, black will bump. So white has to go up, Osumi here to reduce the bottom, then a little reducing from this side, and block the left side. So The game is kind of close actually. Connect, defend, that's fine. Black dive in a bit too deep. So here the way to reduce it's actually to play a move like this or a move like this, but try to stay connected to the right stone. So when white pushes, black can come out. Don't go too deep. If you go too deep, white will surround. But if black just plays here, white needs to block, then black plays here, white goes out, and black plays here. So black also builds a nice box while reducing the bottom area. This was a bit too much, so white just capture some stones. Playing here is still right. Playing too deep, white comes from behind, and that's just loss without compensation. So here black lost a bunch of points, and it wasn't worth it. Here white can just no-b. That was a little desperate. White can play Atari like this, Atari again, and connect. Then capture the top stones. So again, reduce the middle first. This way, capture right away. This is all safe. That's fine. Hane here, but this is not the move to kill. Actually, there is no way to kill that corner. It's just S19, connect, Atari, take, and block. This is the end game that black can use. So like this, white Hane, then if Hane, white plays here. So that's just ruining quadrants. But let's see, black plays inside. Here white should just no-b and nothing happens. There is no way for black to live inside. But somehow black found a way to make it a ko. So right now if white connects, black will also play Atari, then live inside. Okay, so black leaves unconditionally. Here black can push, that's fine. Tuck, 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 tuck. And now it's ko. Yeah, this was okay for white. Black can actually start the ko right away. Play the hanging connection, then ko. Because here this push, S5, it's a good local ko threat. So now black goes to kill the top right, which is a good decision. This was actually a nice result for black, because black was supposed to get nothing around Q3, and out of the ko, black killed the top right. So this should be a pretty good result for black, and also a chance to win the game. Now when white plays the throw-in, black doesn't have to answer, because capturing that stone is still a false side. So right now, if black plays a no-b or any other move, Kosumi here or block like this, no matter what white plays in the top, if white takes a stone, even this one, black can ignore. But let's say black answers, if white comes out, Atari, if comes out again, Atari, if capture, Atari from behind. So there is no Y here, therefore black didn't need to answer. So playing this move, black lost tempo, and also it's a move playing inside your own territory, because the corner was already dead. So it's more like a -1 point and minus tempo. And that was actually the turning point. So for example, if black plays here, the right side increase, and if white goes something like this, black can keep the biggest part of the right. So this was a minus. Now the way to protect the right, it's actually Keima like this. When white pushes block, turn, no-b. This is a better way to keep everything. Playing like this, white can come inside with the attach. So also, when black plays this move, protects against the cut indirectly. Nothing happens when white cuts. So now, white got to reduce a few points. Here, black can play Kosumi, threatening a snapback. If white goes Atari here, black comes out, and now white needs to come back, and black captures a stone. So black builds even more. And actually, when black plays here, and white connects, black doesn't have to worry about the R10 cut, because right now there are bigger moves on the board, like this one, or block the left side, or actually Kosumi here first. So when white cuts, black Atari, white takes, black connects under. It's not a big deal to lose Q10. So black connects, white turns, that's fine. This Kosumi finally came. Hane and everything Sente. That Hane can wait. K1 it's black Sente later too. This block is very big because the left side is in trouble. And white was supposed to defend here. So white can play Hane and connect. This is a good way to prevent the vital point of b4. So now black it's attacking severe. So here white has to throw in, then block, then Atari, then make twice. This is the proper sequence to stay alive. But white just played the block, in which case black has to play a5. Now when white turns in the middle, there is no way to build another eye around the center. Not enough space. So there is no eye here, and in the corner, locally, it's only one. So white could die all over and then it's game over. But like this, white went down in Sente and he found the second eye. That's fine. Fuck, 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 fuck. White could capture these stones by playing here. So, are there better moves? Block first, then on this Hane, just connect. Now black can push more and connect. White has to come back, then protect here. Lots of points disappear there. Maybe more interesting for black to give away those guys. So block, let them die like this, then Atari from behind and play away. Hane here in Sente, Kosumi Sente, and Hane and connect. So this way black probably still wins the game by a small margin. This was good. Threatening snapback, then take the stones out. Oh, now it works to cut, huh? Fuck. Yeah, cut now. So if white cuts, black goes behind when Atari, snapback or Atari like this. But if white turns, it can be a problem. Black needs to connect here. Then white is going to threaten to connect. Then black has Atari, connect and connect. Yeah, white is still trapped inside. So again, black can win the game. Alright, this is the actual game. Then Atari. And no. Capture. Because when black captures, white is in Atari. So white needs to connect here. And this gives black time to connect back. If white Atari like this and tries to go down, nothing happens. The group is trapped inside. Well, like this, cut 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's still okay for black. But why should really cut here? I mean, capture. Sorry, black has to capture this stone in Sente and then connect. In fact, black can also capture later. Or never. Oh, wait. What happens here? Hane, Atari. Oh, now? Yeah, black can play the Hane. White will Hane also. Then Nobi, connect, and then capture the two stones like this. This is a Sente capture. It doesn't work for black to cut. Because we have Atari here, then Atari like this, then push. And now if white blocks, sorry, black blocks, white captures. Then black has to get along. Atari Nobi, push, Nobi again, push, Nobi again, or block. Yeah, this reduces lots of points. So black jumps, white comes inside, destroys a few more points. And there is some Agi here. Tac. Big co-fight. This move, then Atari, Atari from behind, and Atari again, and black has to rely on the co-fight. Very dangerous. So pushing the top, then this pushes. Yeah, black has to go back. This is all fine. The monkey jump, it's actually gote for white. So I shouldn't monkey, but only Keima and leave it like this. And black could always play this s7 in center earlier. Yeah, even now. When white is threatening to capture 3 stones, black can play here. If white takes 3 stones, black saves the guys on the right. So when black plays this move s7, white will always go down. Therefore, that will prevent the reducing on the right. So let's see. Last few moves, they can make a difference. Instead of descent, Han and connect, and later on, let's say white plays what? Make 2 points. The follow-up is to continue center on the first line. When white blocks, white can continue on the left side. So this is a good move for white to prevent the monkey jump in the corner. That's good. But is this really centered? Tuck, 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 tuck. Yeah, it is. That's a pity. Oh, this is wrong because white can Atari here. And then black needs to protect. So it's better to let black Atari. But black can still use... sorry, white can still use the T11. So black has to protect like this. This is the proper way. If black plays away, white can still use Atari and then cut. So on this move, black has to sacrifice 1 stone. It's not going to be Atari from the outside and then build the 4 points. So the proper move is just play here. This block is going to be less points. Oh, Han is wrong. Black can throw in, and then white still needs to leave and black will capture the stone. The block was wrong, because like this, white builds 4 points in the corner, and when throw in, white is forced to build 2 points, black captures the stone. This can change the outcome of the game. But now if this happens, yeah, black had time to come back and protect here. That was so big. Because when black plays Atari here, and white doesn't respond, black captures a stone and black can capture another stone. So black could destroy the 2 points in center. This Han needs 2 points Gote. That's a neutral point, but okay, Chinese rules. Oh, and white played inside, but this is not necessary. So anyway, playing the throw in here at D1 at the end would change the outcome, and also Atari in the center to destroy these 2 points. And then, well, this was a bit lucky to come back and defend. Enjoy the review and pay more attention in close games.